Hi, my name's Chris Meyer, and I'm a scientific support analyst at the University of Chicago's Center for Translational Data Science. In this video, I will present a brief introduction to Data GUIDs, our platform for managing unique data identifiers. The Data GUID platform was conceived to help track data files across both external and internal systems, and is an abbreviation for Globally Unique Identifier. Its creation was a collaborative effort within the data biosphere with the aim of developing standards-based, open source, and interoperable components for the biomedical research community. The primary purpose of Data GUIDs is to enable you to mint globally unique identifiers for data files in a scalable, distributed architecture. Data GUIDs are domain-neutral and persistent identifiers for the modern web. In practice, Data GUIDs provide a system for tracking the locations of files as they're moved or copied from one location to another, for example, during execution of file processing pipelines or during backup to cold storage. Minting a new Data GUID requires only the file's MD5 sum hash and its size in bytes. When minting a new Data GUID, the Gen3 service IndexD creates a record that associates the GUID with the file's metadata, including its current location, size, and hash. Notably, the location and other metadata about the file can be added to or updated in the IndexD record anytime after GUID creation. Now we'll take a look at the structure of a GUID and the IndexD record associated with it. Data GUIDs are represented by a prefix or namespace beginning with DG for Data GUID, which is then followed by a 128-bit universally unique identifier. Data GUID records in the index can have the following components: the GUID itself with the key DID, the ACL field, which stores the access control levels, the base ID, which records revision information and points to the latest revision by default, the date the GUID was minted, the data ID, which points to a specific revision of the file's name, form, hash, metadata, revision number, size, locations, and finally, any links to metadata. Now we'll explore some of the core features of the Data GUID platform. These features are based on the principles of developing community-driven, standards-based, open source, modular, and interoperable tools for the data biosphere, which is the cloud-based ecosystem for sharing and reusing biomedical research data. As mentioned before, Data GUIDs are minted by the open source service called IndexD, which is always free to use. Since the platform is open source, the community is encouraged to inspect and improve the code by submitting pull requests on GitHub. Like all Gen3 microservices, IndexD is modular, so it can be used with other Gen3 solutions or used separately. Next, Data GUIDs are scalable. Our solution supports trillions of GUIDs across a distributed set of commons. This means you'll never have to worry about too many GUIDs in your data and won't run the risk of generating duplicates. Finally, Data GUIDs are namespaced, which ensures global uniqueness. This also allows distributed lookups, which are always free. For example, using the Data Object Service API, anyone can easily resolve a Data GUID from any namespace. IndexD is flexible with respect to the method used to create and update data file records in the index. The most common method is to upload data files using the Gen3 client, which is our open source command line tool for uploading and downloading data files to a Gen3 data commons. When using the Gen3 client to upload files, the file is uploaded to object storage, and an IndexD record is automatically created and populated with the file size, hash, and storage location. Another method leverages streaming notifications from the Cloud Object Storage Service, for example, Amazon S3, or the Google Cloud Service. In this method, IndexD records are created or updated automatically when files are created, modified, or deleted using an AWS Lambda or GCP Cloud function. Finally, if users are uploading files into a data commons in a non-standard way, it is possible to interact directly with the Open IndexD API in order to create data file records. IndexD integrates seamlessly with our other Gen3 microservices, like Sheepdog and Fence, to create GUIDs in a Gen3 powered data commons. However, since Gen3 is modular, IndexD can be easily integrated into custom software solutions to enable data GUID generation. For example, the IndexD codebase is public and can be downloaded from its GitHub repository. Once an instance of the service is set up and running, IndexD can be accessed by the custom software. It will mint new GUIDs and create new records with the information you provide it. To update an existing entry, you can use a PUT API request. This requires 3 parameters to be passed to the API: the GUID, revision number, and the index record's body. Alternatively, to delete an existing index entry, you can send a delete request to the IndexD API. This request requires only 2 parameters, the data GUID and the revision number. Note that for a user to create or delete IndexD records, they need to have administrator privileges. This concludes the tech talk on data GUIDs. For more information, try checking out the following resources. The site dataguids.org provides a GUIDs resolver tool and more details about data GUIDs and their usage. Please contact us if you want your data GUIDs to be discoverable through this website. IndexD is our service for generating data GUIDs. It is open source, meaning you can freely download it, use it, and modify it. And we always welcome community feedback. Thank you for listening to this tech talk featuring a brief introduction to GUIDs. Be sure to check out our other videos where you'll find more details about our other services that power Gen3 Data Commons.